I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, The Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller from Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
You're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, and we are live on the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. Just want to say good morning to my Fin-laws and my Fins fans. And it's a therapy Monday. I'm trying to have the excitement, but it is so hard right now. And I know today's going to be a long show. It's going to be a good show because I hope that I'm going to give you guys the opportunity, ladies, gentlemen, the opportunity to get off your chest what you guys are feeling right now. And that is pain and just anger and just, I get it. I get it. So I want you all to know that I'm here for you and that we're going to do this. And let me get a couple of housekeeping stuff in, and then I'm going to open up the lines for y'all. So y'all stay right there. Let people know that we're here. And I'm super excited because there's nothing like hanging out with family when you're hurting. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to hang out with each other, and we're going to do this. We're going to do this together. So I want to say good morning to everybody. If y'all haven't done so already, please hit that like button. Hit it on your way in. There's already 60 people in here. Only 20 likes. Y'all don't have to hit the like button for the Dolphins. Y'all can hit that like button for me, that y'all have a place to come and get this off your chest. Okay? So hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. If you guys want to sign up and become a member of the channel, sign up, become a member of the channel. We have a lot of different programming up here and a lot of new programming on the way. So make sure you guys sign up, become a member. There's a lot of different things that we offer and we have here. And I want to see more people at the table. Okay? Come on. A lot of people here, a lot of seats left. And we can definitely, we have something for everyone. All Miami fans, Dolphins, Heat, Panthers, Marlins, all coming up. Combat sports, you name it, we have it here on Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. NASCAR. If you guys want to donate to the channel, help the channel grow, there's 3 different ways you guys can do that. Number 1, first way, use the YouTube live super chat, okay? Which is the $ down at the bottom of the chat box. You guys can do it that way. You guys can also use PayPal, MSM Podcast Network, or you guys can use Cash App, which is $ MSM Podcast Network. And just to let you all know, anytime y'all go donate to the channel, it goes right back into the channel. It goes to helping the channel grow. So yeah, any donation y'all are able to do is greatly appreciated. Last thing, Tail Greeter. Tail Greeter is an amazing sponsor that helps sponsors the show. Look, here's the deal. The product on the field sucks, but outside the stadium does not. And that is the tailgate. So you guys want to show up and come out and hang out with us, don't worry about the team. Just worry about hanging out with the #1 crowd, which is East 32 Dolphins Tailgate. So sign up, become a member of the channel. If you guys or become a member today. When you guys do that, if you look at the bottom here, when you guys sign up, you download the app, use the promo code Miami Sports Music and sign up to receive discounts and promos. Okay? So go to the App Store, download the app, use the promo code Miami Sports Music, and bam. Then what you're going to do is you're going to use East 32 Dolphins Tailgate, and that's the way to go. You guys come out, hang out, party with us. All right? All right. Let me pull this in. Whew. All right. Let's talk about it. Let me talk about it. Let me get it off my chest first. And then let me kind of set the ground rules for today, and then we'll go from there because y'all have a lot to say. My chat is blown up. I mean, blown up. I've never seen so many chats so early in the morning. So first things first, I'm pissed. I'm upset. So on this channel, if you're new to this channel, we have a thing called a swear jar, which means we try to make this programming kid-friendly so that kids or parents that are on their way to school listening to their kids are able to, hey, look, if you're gonna swear, donate to the channel. Think twice about using a cuss word. So I'm gonna waive the swear jar today. No swear jar today. No swear jar at all. Y'all can say what's on y'all's mind. I ask y'all try not to drop too many F-bombs. And I also ask that even though the swear jar is not in effect, that y'all still donate to the channel and help the channel grow. But I am waiving the swear jar today because I think people need to get off their chest how they really feel. The other thing I don't want to do is I don't want fans getting mad at other fans this morning. Understand that people are upset, they're hurt, they're pissed. Allow people to say what they're going to say. There are some people that are just over it and tired of it and sick of it, and they just need a place to vent, and that's what this place is. So no matter how outrageous or somebody says, we're not going to get mad with it. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Andrevia said, "Don't wave the swear jar. Get your coins." Nah, I had 3 or 4 people hit me up last night to say you should wave the swear jar today, and I'd like to give my fans what they want. And I know it's only 3 or 4 people, but I will waive it for one day. No swear jar for one day. But my hope is that y'all still at least donate to the channel and help the channel grow. So let's do it that way. So I'm going to trust y'all that y'all are still going pin the rules in the chat. When people get up here, I'll definitely do that. No swear jar, but you can still donate. Change the station, parents. I like that. Funny. Sean, by F-bonds, you mean fudge. Yes. So remember, no fan on fan hate, no fan on fan violence. We're not going to have any of that today. But I know that there's going to be some things that people say on here today that are going to get y'all riled up. Don't let it. Understand that people are pissed, people are sad, people are hurt, and that's what we're going to do today. That's what we're going to do today. So last thing I'll say is, I've been through 1 in 15, just like you. I've been through, 2 years ago when they stripped everything down. I understand how mad, how this franchise has been through the ringer. Understand this. I think I'm more hurt now than I've ever been because of what I was led to believe of what this team would be at the beginning of the year. And I think that the fan base is in that mode. And I want to apologize to y'all because I helped type the fan base up this year. I thought that we were going to be something. So I put that on my back, that I screwed up, that I kind of convinced y'all the Dolphins were going to be some other team than what they were going to be, than what they are. Even if they weren't good, I didn't expect them to be 1 in 5. Guys, we lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars in London, an 0-5 team that haven't won their last 20 games. And we lost to them. I don't know what needs to happen, but something needs to happen. If y'all want to go hear my conversation with Douglas Durong, I had a great conversation with him last night. Go check out that video after the morning show. It was an awesome chat I had with him up until like almost midnight last night. And I think it was real. I think it was authentic. I think the reality is people are pissed, people are upset, and we're gonna figure out how to move forward as a fan base. But I don't know what to believe in anymore. I believe in the Dolphins. I believe in the Dolphins as a team. The front office, ownership, I don't believe in y'all. I'm not there yet. Y'all have hurt me. I'm hurt. I'm scarred. It's like that significant other who consistently cheats, but you keep on taking back because you love them and you know that they can change. That's how it feels right now. That's how it feels right now. It is not Tua's fault. Yesterday's loss was not Tua's fault in any way, shape, or form. I don't care what y'all say, what y'all do. That man threw for over 300 yards, had a couple touchdowns. Could he have played better? Maybe, yes. But he definitely could have played a hell of a lot worse, and he played better than any of the 3 starts that Jacoby Brissett played in. I don't think yesterday was Tua's fault. Now, I know some people won't agree with me there, but that's just the reality of it. And I put yesterday's loss on one thing, in my opinion. One thing, and that was coaching. We lost yesterday because of coaching. The 2 challenges at the end of the game, get rid of both of those timeouts, allowing the team to make those plays in the last minute. Like, that's pure coaching. I want to defend Coach Flo, but boy, I cannot after yesterday. I can't do it. I can't do it. And it hurts, man. It hurts. So, here we go. Rules again. And I'm going to put them in the chat when people start getting on. No swear jar today. But I ask that y'all still donate to the channel. And please don't try to drop F-bombs. If we start getting out of hand, I will reinstitute it. I have the right to reinstitute the swear jar today. Okay? That's the other thing. So if y'all start getting a little out of hand, I'm gonna throw it back in. Okay? Number 2, no, we're not gonna get on what other people's shares are. Okay? Just like in 12-step programs, you're not supposed to comment on other people's shares. Don't make me get that crazy. Okay? But that's what we're going to do today. We're not going to blast somebody for their share of how they feel. People are pissed. Remember that. Okay? No swear jar. I do have the right to institute it back in. We're not going to bash other people's shares, and we're going to keep it. Hey, look, today's the day you guys can just let it out. It's not about keeping it positive or negative or what. It's about letting it out right now. And that's what today's show is about. It's an opportunity to get it off your chest. So, here's the link. Whew. I'm nervous. I'm nervous that y'all are, because I've never not instituted the swear jar. This is a big deal. It's a big deal. All right, the link is in the chat. Come on, let's hear it. It's y'all show the rest of the way. It is y'all show the rest of the way. I'm gonna let y'all come on. I'm gonna let y'all say what y'all have to say. I'm gonna probably have to kick some of y'all out here and there because I want to get everybody an opportunity to talk. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start bringing in the first few people. Pamela, Polo, Capra Light, Ennis, what's up?
Good morning.
First,
Good morning.
Pamela, the floor is yours, Pamela.
Oh, goodness. I get to go first. Good Lord. So,
Good morning, by the way.
good morning. Good morning, family. So, the first thing that I think comes to mind is that just ruins your day, doesn't it? Like watching that. And I was all excited because I was positive we were going to win this game. Tua came back. Those first drives, it was like, man, this is what I've been waiting for. And then the little bubble burst. And I know a lot of people don't want to go there, but there is something up with the referees. I mean, when you view a video that shows you a ball hitting the finger and the finger is moving and you say it never touched him, when you call for pass interference on the offense, when the defender was mauling our receiver, when you cheat us on spots and it brings up fourth down. I mean, there were so many. But when you've got a guy on the sidelines who gets fourth down, gets us a first down every time, and we don't put him in. I mean, I understand them not wanting to run Tua. He's hurt. Okay. Get Brissett. Give him the ball. He'd have gotten that first down. He's done it I don't know how many times. The guy falls forward. He's huge. So play calling was really good sometimes, switching it up. I like how they brought everybody in, but then we got one-dimensional again. And some of the play calls, oh my gosh, they were just so bad. I'm blaming coaching. I have to say a few things about what I did like. I like that Flo was finally throwing the flag. Questioning some of the calls. I don't know that I think the calls that he did it on were very good choices, but okay, he did it. He was involved. I liked the fact that I saw a little bit of excitement on the sidelines. Tua cheering on when Brissett went in. I mean, and that boy threw a strike. I mean, it was beautiful. So there were some good things. But my gosh, it is so painful to watch this team. And it was a close game, but it was Jacksonville. So I don't know where we go from here. I don't know. Can you fire all the coaches this early in the season? I'm not sure that's the answer. I said yesterday in my stream that there's just not enough life. And I think if we played some of Solo D's music, for example, the two pieces that you played this morning, I mean, that music riles you up. There is no life on this team. There's no excitement. And if you think that doesn't matter, when you're at a game and the energy switches to another team and everybody in the stadium can feel it, that's what I'm talking about. It's very palatable. We need some energy and some drive. I don't know. I'll go down there and talk to them and rip some heads off. I can do it. Let Solo D's music play and hype them up. Something. I'm sad,
right.
But go Dolphins.
All right, Pam. I'm gonna let other people kind of comment and
Please.
see how they feel. Let's go to Cap for Life. What's up, Cap for Life?
Nah, hey, good morning. Nah, I'm gonna sit down and when I'm ready, you let me know. I want to hear the excuses being made. Go ahead.
Excuses. Oh Lord.
Cap, no fan bashing, Cap. No fan bashing.
No. That's why I sit back and I want to hear what Ennis has to say because I know he has something he has to say.
All right, Ennis, the floor is yours, Ennis, and I'm gonna bring other people on too. So let me add them to the stream. Go ahead, Ennis.
Okay, first of all, the people that want to say it's Tua's fault and we only scored 20 points. Okay, I understand that, but our defense allowed 20 points.
Do you understand that, really?
Yes,
do you really understand that?
Hold on, you said let me go, let me finish. But we allowed 20 points to this Jacksonville Jaguar team, the same team that you said Tua was supposed to score more points against. We allowed 20 points to them. So how are we letting them off the hook, but we putting the blame on Tua? Like we want to paint the narrative for the defense and everybody else, but we don't want to paint no narrative for this man that came back and rushed for 22 yards. People thought he wasn't going to do. He played like he wasn't injured, but nobody wants to count that he's thrown to Mac Hollins. He only had Waddle. He had Mike G. Mike G had his best game when Tua comes back. Nobody looks at that. But all we want to say, he didn't put up enough points against them. They took the ball out of his hands on the 4th and 1. They handed it off on a shotgun play on the 4th and 1. How is that Tua's fault if you take the ball out of his hands? He can't He can't make elite plays if you're taking it out of his hands with dumb play calling, Cap. But when they
I understand that.
did give him the pause, he was slinging it around. Y'all acting like he only
Ennis,
passed for 150 or something. The man
if
passed
you
for
and I,
329 yards after coming back with cracked ribs, with hairline fracture,
I get
whatever
that.
it is.
I get
But
that. But you and I both know that play call was dumb. Why don't you audible out of it, knowing last time we had to audible out of a dumb play? You don't think
because maybe
he's
they
returned
told
from
him
that?
not to. You don't know if
Okay,
they
no, bleep
allowing
that.
him to audible.
Bleep that.
Cap.
At this point, you're the quarterback at this point. Bleep that. A real quarterback would have audibled out that play. A real quarterback would have ran for the 2 yards that he needed besides throwing it to nobody. And a real quarterback doesn't throw a pick in a crucial situation. But nobody wants to talk about that, man. He cost us 14 points on those 2 critical drives, but nobody wants to talk about that. We lost by 23? 2 picks.
So Seaton caught it in hold when we got down there at the goal line.
Bro,
That was his
nobody's
fault.
untouchable. Everybody's touchable
That's
on
what
this
I'm
team.
saying.
You guys need to realize that. Everyone.
So for him to come back and play for 300 yards, everybody kept saying, I don't expect Tua to throw for 300 yards. Nobody was expecting him to do that. Y'all cannot sit here and lie and say that. Nobody was expecting that. And
my man, the fact remains he lost to a rookie, not once, but twice.
He did not lose the game, Cap. They took it out of his hands.
Look, if everyone wants to say he's not the problem, he sure as hell ain't the solution. We lost.
Your defense gave up 21 points to
I don't
this
want to
rookie.
hear about the defense. I don't want to hear about the defense.
How you don't want to hear about the defense? They gave up 20 points.
Held its own. So it went. Tua gave up 2 crucial interceptions and a turnover on downs that led to 14 points.
They didn't score on that interception, Cap, and he came right back after that.
They scored off the third. They scored off the third down. They scored off the third down when he didn't run.
Cap, go ahead, say what's on your mind. I'm gonna let you have the floor, Cap, because you feel
No, I really want to hear the excuses because I called this on Larry's show Saturday, and I said, what if we end up losing? What excuse are we going to have? Oh, it depends the way we lose. My man, we lost by 3 points. The defense held its own, and he had 2 crucial interceptions and a turnover on downs that led to points.
But nobody wants to bring up.
Hold on, Cap.
The turnover on third down, when he had the chance to run and choose to run, he threw a ball to nobody because he was scared to run.
But Cap, you're saying 2 things. Number one, you're saying everybody has some blame on here, right? You're saying that everybody has
everyone.
Okay.
Nobody's touchable. Nobody's touchable. I mean, nobody's untouchable. Everybody's touchable.
So when Ennis or anybody else says, "Okay, the defense gave up X amount of points, or they screwed up here," that's saying the same thing.
That's fine, but you can say the same thing about the turnovers.
I get that. I get that.
Do you? Do you really get that?
100%. I do.
Okay, so then we lost by 23, and he gave up an interception that went down the field, killed the milked the clock. They got the ball back regardless off of that turnover because we didn't counter, we didn't do anything.
But Cap, I feel like you're saying 2 things, bro. And
Tua scored off of his interception, but that's the hole he put himself in.
Yeah, but Tua still threw for over 300 yards and 2.
My man, he lost to Trevor Lawrence. At the end of the day, the result is a loss.
The defense lost to Trevor Lawrence. He's not playing against Trevor Lawrence, Cap.
Okay, so we're gonna put this all on the defense and the coaching, but nobody wants to touch the quarterback.
Nobody's saying that.
Cap,
but you saying Tua didn't score more than 20 points. The defense allowed 23 points.
My man, last time he scored 24 points was last season between the Cardinals game and the Patriots game.
Cap, number one, this is Tua's first game back.
11 starts.
I get you. I got you. In my opinion.
Do you really?
Cap, in my opinion, Tua did enough to win the game yesterday.
Not enough. We got the L. Not enough. I'm sorry. The excuses, the baby coddling needs to stop.
But it's not baby coddling.
It's baby coddling, bro.
All right. Let me let somebody let somebody else get up here. Go ahead, Russell.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and squash all this right now. Tua had a terrible interception. This game was not his fault, Cap. It wasn't. You want to know whose fault it is? It's very simple. He's the idiot standing on the sidelines with the.
Hey, no name calling.
I can't stand Flores. He is starting to turn into Adam Gase. I can't stand that guy. I want him gone. I don't like his demeanor. I don't like the way he looks. I don't like none of it. He is straight trash. Greer is straight trash. I didn't like the hire. Again, I'm repeating myself. I didn't like the hire when we hired the moron to begin with. And I'm sorry. I can't help it. They're dumb. They're dumb. They can't outcoach Urban Meyer. Are you kidding me right now? It's that simple. And our linebacking core is atrocious. Baker should have never got that contract. Landon Roberts is a backup. I mean, this is AVG is not playing well this year. It's terrible. Again, this is going to go back to Flo and Greer. Where's Benardrick McKinney? What's he doing right now? Where's he at? Because I'll tell you right now, it'd be a lot better if he was on this freaking football team. Guys,
he's sitting at home, so he ain't that valuable.
Did Tua play a perfect game yesterday? No, but did we really expect him to with his bummed up ribs and stuff? No, but I'll tell you what, he played better than I expected him to.
And he played better than Jacoby Brissett did the last 3 games.
You got that right, and Jacoby is garbage.
Yep.
It's play calling. Why are you going? I'm sorry. This team refuses to run the ball. They had this kid throw 49 times. It doesn't. They ran the ball 17 times. Until this offense learns to balance out more, and they actually run the ball, and I'll be honest, I think I know why they're not running the ball, and it goes back to Greer. The 18th pick of this draft should not have been Jalen Phillips. It should have been Najee Harris.
Philly is laughing their ass off. Philly is laughing their ass off.
We do not have a real running back. I try to tell everybody, Gaskin ain't it. I try to tell everybody Malcolm Brown ain't it.
We need a bell cow. That's what I was saying. We don't need a bell cow.
We should have drafted Najee Harris, and go figure, Greer screwed the pooch on that one too. He should have never drafted Igbenogany with that 30 pick. He should have taken Antoine Winfield Jr. He also shouldn't have taken Austin Jackson with the 18th pick the year before. He should have traded up for Wirfs. But Greer is a moron. He is stupid. Period. Dumb.
Ennis, you don't remember the bell cow conversation we had? No, we don't need a bell cow conversation. On third, what was it? 4th and 1. Tua's on shotgun, doesn't audible. We give it to Malcolm Brown, and Malcolm Brown is garbage, bro.
But Cap,
do you think they're letting
what is a bell cow going to do if they're not going to play call?
46 times, he can audible out of a play. If he can play 46 times and throw the ball 46 times, he can audible out of a play. Enough with the body coddling, man.
Cap, do you think Flo is letting him audible?
At this point in time, that relationship that Tua and Flo have, you guys and I know at this point, Tua should be calling his own plays in crucial situations. That's the coaching staff at this point.
I agree. But I'll tell you right now, he's not going to do that because he's a high character guy and he's not going to overstep the coach. That's not the kind of person.
How far is that going to get? That high character, how far is that going to get us?
Tua can't play on defense either. Our defense is atrocious.
Cap, everyone has a blame.
They held its own in the 4th quarter. I understand that. Everyone. Exactly, everyone.
All right,
Thank you, everyone.
Can I bring up one point here real quick? So I do want to say that all of our Fins family on here that's been talking so far, kudos to you guys. I haven't heard a bunch of swearing. Yay. Y'all keeping it real.
At this point, Pamela, at this point, it doesn't even matter, man, because at the end of the day, everybody's going to have their narrative. And you know what? I've seen enough already to understand that I've had this man's back throughout all the BS. I've seen the training camp stuff. He looked great in training camp. This is not the same guy. Something's in his head, and I'm telling you right now, you guys don't want to see it. You guys want to lie on that sword. You keep lying on that sword.
Cap,
he just got injured. Of course.
God, he just got injured again. Come on, my guy.
Cap.
Well, guess what? It would also be nice.
2 yards to get a first down. 2 yards to get a first down, and the man did not run. He ran for 22 yards, but now on the crucial situation in the 4th quarter.
They don't want him running. They just want him to evade pressure and evade being hit. That's when.
Bro, Russell, he had 2 yards to get, and he threw the ball instead of running when the first down yardage was right.
All right, hold up. I had to mute y'all. Give me a minute. Let me let other people go. All right. I love y'all. Cap, Russell, I love you. Give me a minute. Polo.
Love you, bro. Love you, bro.
Go ahead, Polo. Polo, you there?
It is good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Polo.
Good morning.
The floor is yours.
Morning.
Look,
Floor
it
is yours. Go ahead, man.
is looking at
You're breaking up really,
You're breaking
really
up.
bad.
You're breaking up, Polo. Go
Polo,
out and come.
this is the game
Go out
of
and come
indication
back
that
in.
it should be fired.
All right.
I'll come.
All right. Let me bring on Luis. Go ahead, Luis.
Hey, good morning, fellas. How are you guys doing? And
Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing?
We're here. Luis got knocked out. Man, what's up with everybody's internet this morning? All right, let's go to Big Time. Big Time, take yourself off mute.
Sorry, Steve. Give me a minute, Stephen. My bad.
Okay. Wow, everybody this morning, what's up with y'all? EM Baller, go ahead, EM.
Good morning, y'all. How's everyone?
Morning.
Pretty good. Go ahead, EM.
Good morning. Good morning.
We're here.
All right. I won't take long, but I hear what y'all are saying, and this is definitely a coaching loss. I don't know what the coaches were thinking on that 4th and 1. You don't run the ball the entire game, but when you do run the ball, you run it out of shotgun to Malcolm Brown. And I get Tua made some bad decisions. I'm not going to dispute that. I'm not making excuses for him. But he was one of the least, one of the reasons. He was not a reason we lost. He played a really good game. Considering the circumstances, he played a really good game. This is a coaching loss. I don't want Flores fired, but Greer, I don't mind Phillips at 18 and all that stuff and bell cow running back. Okay, but what's the point of having a bell cow running back if you're not going to run the ball at all? That's my thinking about that at 18. But coaching, just bottom line is we need different play calling. We need to fire all of our offensive coordinators. And I will say that this offensive line had a pretty decent game. I'm not going to lie. So what do y'all think?
I mean, they considering what we've been seeing out of the offensive line, I consider it a bright spot from the game.
Exactly,
I think Eichenberg can be a future left tackle. He definitely has shown a lot more in that position than Austin Jackson has, and I've liked Austin Jackson a lot more at guard.
Yeah,
So
I was surprised how Austin Jackson's been playing at left guard. If you can get a starting left guard at pick 18, I'll take it.
I'll say the O-line for the last 2 games has stepped up. Now, I'm not saying that they've played great or they're without any blame in any of this, but they've stepped up from the first 3 games.
And what is the biggest reason why? Eichenberg at left tackle.
Yeah, I think they shuffled around, but look, even a blind squirrel finds a nut. So I think that's the reality of what it is. If you're looking at it, eventually, you would hope that Flo switches up the O-line enough times, he'll find a winning solution. But, I don't want to give him credit on the 100th try.
That's what I'm saying. How many times did Tua get sacked yesterday? How many times did he get sacked? Okay, so the excuse is not the O-line now, right?
No,
I agree.
No, I said the O-line was a bright spot.
I'll state this. I'll state this about the O-line. From a pass protection standpoint, they've gotten much better. From a run game standpoint, they still got a lot of work to do. They cannot open up holes. But the running backs also missed holes, and I've seen it, especially Gaskin. I don't know what's wrong with Gaskin. He is just that guy has been great as a receiving back. This is why I keep saying he is a great running back too, and we still need a running back 1. I didn't even want Malcolm Brown on this team. He doesn't do enough. This is why I'm so irritated that they didn't draft a running back. It blows my mind.
Let me bring in Polo, Luis, Showtime, and Big Time back in. Polo, take yourself off mute. Let's give it a shot again.
Hello.
Oh, go ahead, Polo. What's up?
Polo. Marco.
Polo. All right, we'll go with Luis. Luis, go ahead, Luis.
Hey, all right. Can you guys hear me now?
Yep, we sure can. Go ahead, Luis.
All right. So, yesterday I want to talk about the audible situation because I heard it earlier on the show. Trevor Lawrence in 5 games can audible. How come Tua in 38 games cannot audible? That's my question.
Thank you. My man, thank you.
That's on the coaching staff. That is not
No,
on
bleep
him.
that. Bleep that. Trevor Lawrence said bleep that, and he called his own shots, man.
You still don't get it.
Go
okay,
ahead.
the L. You don't get that we lost to a rookie quarterback, bro. And then the O-line played well enough for Tua to produce.
And he
I know that.
He didn't produce.
He did produce. He had one.
Hold on. Let
2
Polo
bad
go,
plays.
Russell. Russell, let Polo go. Go ahead, Polo.
The second thing, Coach Flores' halftime adjustments has been atrocious all year. In the Patriots game, Flores has did nothing to help Tua from the blitz. From the second game, from the Bills, from Jacoby Brissett, he started risking it. Like, the game wasn't out of hand. Third game was what was the third game? I think it was the Raiders game. Oh my God, that fourth quarter management is horrible. And now this game, the last play. There's 2 plays in the last game where the final play, the defender, if he doesn't touch the Jags receiver, clock runs out, we're going to overtime. But instead, to make sure that it doesn't even happen, there's 28 seconds on the clock. He could call a timeout, and they're stuck with a situation whether they want to punt to us or they want to go for it. Flores has done nothing to help the team. He's just been standing there throwing challenge flags. And those 2 challenges were horrible. Like, yes, the player did touch the ball.
Luis, you're breaking. Polo, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. All right, hey Luis, go ahead.
Yeah, listen, fellas. I'm not the real biggest Tua fan neither, but like Cap, you keep saying that everybody has blame, but all I hear you say is like Tua. Like I can go back. My thing is with flow. You got a 23-20 lead with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. You at the 50, 4th and 1. You decide to take a 5-yard penalty to see if you can get them to jump offside, and you take the penalty back so you can punt. But then on 4th and 1 from the 50 with a minute to go, you decide to go for it and give the Jags half of the field. And when you tie now, it's like coaching decisions is what's holding this team back. I don't know what it is, but I don't see that same flow that we had last year. Like getting in people's asses, getting in the rest. Like there's no emotion during the game. And it's like Tua, I'm not saying Tua did enough to even win us the game. I'm not even going to dispute that with you, Cap. But like for you just to say it's all like everything is about Tua. Well, Tua didn't do this.
No. Everybody's untouchable. I agree with you. The coaching bleeped up. Everybody bleeped up. I get that. Everybody wants to get on the defense also. I get that. Everyone.
Right. Now, and I feel you. Like I was upset too when Tua on that 3rd and 2, you don't run for the first down. That's a bad decision. Like the interception, that's a bad decision. But Tua
no
did
but.
do
There's
it.
No but. There's really no but.
Nah,
They
but
cost us the game.
because I understand. But okay, like Trevor Lawrence played a good game too. Trevor Lawrence played the equivalent to what Tua. He didn't outplay Tua, but his team won. The coaches on Urban Meyer and the coaching staff in Jacksonville outcoached Flores, and it wasn't that.
I agree.
It wasn't that Trevor Lawrence beat Tua because he outplayed him, and it wasn't like, come on, man, it's just.
But if you and I both know, my man, if you and I both know the coaches right now look like they're lost on an island by themselves, as a quarterback, you take control of that situation. Everyone on this panel knows that 4th down play should have been audible, should have been called out. Somebody should have called the timeout. Everyone knows that. But yet, we're making another excuse. The man has been starting for 11 games. He should know when to call out and when not. Trevor Lawrence knew it.
We would have been able to call timeout if he hadn't wasted all those timeouts on
right.
Well, okay, let's dissect that. Russell, let's dissect that. When's the last time Flores ever spent those type of challenges or timeouts? That man never wastes timeouts.
So let me hold on. Let me say something real quick. So Cap, you're not wrong there, and I want to state this about the challenges. I had no problem with him challenging both plays when they happened. I understood the first challenge. I got it. I thought you should have challenged it. And with the second challenge, it would have been a challenge for. But to me, it was clear as day, and that it's a potential 6 points. So you got to challenge that too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Yeah.
But they did not turn out in our favor.
We all know
And
Fish sucks.
and we've all been mad because he hasn't been doing stuff on the sidelines. So he did stuff on the sidelines. So I thought I liked that part of it. I thought that was good. Now, you know, like you said, it didn't turn out in our favor. So then people are mad. You gotta do what you gotta do. And I was glad he did that because that showed at least some interest in the game. He was making some strides as far as I was concerned, but the one thing that somebody brought up, and I thought it was a really good point, was about the trying to get him to jump off sides. What happens when a team realizes that you're trying to get them to jump off sides? What happens? The defensive line kind of rocks back into their heels a little bit, right? They're not forward because they know that you're not going to snap the ball. You know what you got to do in that situation? Snap the ball. You got to be ready that
I
if
agree.
you
They
see
should
the
have snapped
defense
it.
sitting back, they should have snapped it. Why isn't there a play for that? Like you see the defense sit back, on the last second,
and
we're
Cap,
snapping the ball and going.
Cap, to argue your point, but that would have been the time to say screw what Coach Flo said. Let me do my own thing and try to get it in. That would have been the time.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Let me bring
back.
Let me bring in Andrevius. Andrevius, good
What's
sir.
up, fellas? How y'all doing today?
And lady, Pamela's here too.
I got a few unpopular opinions on against both sides. To be honest, the whole two is the problem thing. That's insane.
Of course,
y'all keep bringing
of course.
Up
coming from you, of course.
bad. No.
Cap, let him go. Cap, let him go.
The interception was really bad. The interception was really bad. Okay.
How bad? How bad?
The play it was super bad. It was terrible.
It was one of
the
the worst throws I've
play
seen.
on 3rd and 2. Can y'all let me talk? The play on 3rd and 2 when he didn't run for the first down was bad. But did y'all watch
How
it?
bad? How bad?
He got the first down the next play on 4th down.
I gotta mute you.
He got a first down on the next play. And after the interception, he led us on a 91-yard touchdown drive. Isn't that what you want from your quarterback when they make a bad decision to make up for it? Isn't that what you want?
As long as you say it was a bad decision, you said that.
Yes, I said it. Yes.
Nobody said it wasn't a bad decision.
All quarterbacks make bad decisions. You hope that they go play through adversity and make up for the bad decision. And that's what Tua did yesterday. Okay, I'm done with that. Second, a couple weeks ago, I was on the fire flow train, and I think I'm off that train now. Because, and just hear me out, if we fire flow, get a new coach, I promise you we're going to be in the same spot in 3 years with the new coach. I promise we're going to be in the same spot with the new coach in 3 years. It's like a revolving circle. I think we have to try to let him get through this adversity and see if he can turn it around. Do not fire this man, or we're going to be yelling at the same stuff in 3 years. We're going to be yelling at each other the same way in 3 years. I promise it. Guarantee it. Write it down. Take a picture.
So I said I said this last night on Douglas' thing, that I believe that if we're gonna, people are calling for somebody's head to roll today, right? And I don't have a problem with that. But the reality is, if you fire Coach Flo, which I don't think is the solution or the answer, if you fire him, I think you have to fire Greer with him, because I feel like they're a package deal. That's one. I feel like if you fire them in the middle of the season, there's no interim coach that's going to be like I need somebody that can come in here and evaluate talent, and so that's not going to happen right now. So let these guys play out the rest of the year. If we end up, like, let's say we go and we keep on this train, which, by the way, there's nothing that gives me the indication that that's going to change. If we keep on going down this route, and we fire Greer at the end of the year, we fire Greer, and then we bring in a new GM, and the new GM gets to say we either keep Flo or not keep Flo. That's the way that I look at it. But if you're going to fire anybody today, I think it's got to be the offensive coordinators, or maybe even the defensive coordinator, because somebody's got to be. There's got to be some accountability here, and that's kind of where I'm at with that. Jolie, what's up, Jolie?
Good morning, guys. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good, Jolie.
Hey, Daryl. So for me, I just got in. Good morning. I would say, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've felt as angry as I was losing to the Jaguars than any other game this year. I think the Colts, I was upset, but I was like, we can still manage. But this one hurt more than any other one because we truly played down to the team. And I was listening, I forgot who I was listening to yesterday, but this is the issue that I'm having personally right now. That should have been a blowout. There was no even with our backups are better than Jaguar starters. So with the exception of Robinson. But other
Clearly,
than
they're
that,
not.
it should have been a blowout on our end. We should have had multiple touchdowns, not just two. And I'm glad that they finally implemented Gesicki because that's what I said it was one of the keys to success. But I'm not understanding why when you have gone 4-2, 4-1, you've gotten a couple of them. But then trying to draw offside, I have never seen them get anybody offside this entire year. Why do you keep doing it? Why
You
do
have,
you
and
keep
by the way,
doing it?
Jolie, you haven't seen it because it hasn't happened. That's
It's the
Exactly.
worst play in
And it's
NFL
this is
history,
the
and they
other
keep
thing
doing
too.
it.
Like this is the issue that I have. I was watching the game last night, and every team, and I realized this with my brother, every team has that quick. I gotta get 2 yards. Okay, I'm gonna pretend like I'm running it, cut out, and have somebody roll out to the outside and do a quick little pass to get the 2 yards. I'm not understanding why the Miami Dolphins can't even get half a yard. Like I'm not getting this. We suck at trying to go 4-1 when we're trying to run it because it's an obvious run and we have no offensive line. And then when we try to, we don't have that play. That's simple. Let's pretend like we're going in to run it. Nope. Let's cut out and dump it in for the quick 2 yards. And we don't have that. If we would have had that and done that last night instead of having that stupid fake to try to get them offside. I don't understand how many times. Again, I don't know why it took them 5 weeks to get the O line straight up. Why is it taking you 6 weeks to realize you can't do that play? And that's what upsets me. And of course, the officiating was horrible.
The
Again,
officiating
because
was straight
nobody likes
trash.
nobody likes the Dolphins. So sorry, I just had to get that out.
No, you're fine. I'm glad you did. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Ennis, Ennis, you wanted to get something off your chest. Go ahead, Ennis.
Yeah. Okay, back to Cat. Did nobody say that the throw wasn't bad or he made a bad decision? But you said in the comments that he is not the solution. How is he the problem when, just like the lady just said, on the fourth down, they called a rub route to get Waddle the second touchdown. That was a yard or two from the goal line. Why not call that when you go on 4th and 1? But that is on Flo when he's on the sideline and see the cut play going in at a crucial time, and you hear a shotgun play call and you tell them no. You're supposed to tell them no. Get up under center, or Brissett and Malcolm Brown, Chris Wilkins. We need to go big package here. You're not coaching the game in the situational matters when it's needed the most. So that is not on to it. That is on the coaching staff. When Godsey knowing all we need is a yard, and that rub route where Waddle's going to work because it worked brilliantly for the touchdown. Like, that's my thing. Like, we are
No,
letting
I'm not
Godsey
arguing
off
that.
the hook.
I'm not arguing that whatsoever. That's not my argument whatsoever. That we all know that. Everybody and their mother knows that. My
Okay,
problem
my
is
point is, but you said the bad decision, but the bad decision didn't cost us the game. It's only a bad decision to the point where if it costs us the game, yeah, everybody makes mistakes, like Adrian said. But he bounced
okay. No,
back
no.
from his mistake. That's what you want to see. That's progress.
I will
Brissett,
say
when
this.
does
Yeah, that's
Brissett do
progress.
an
I get
interception
that.
and
But
bounce back?
look, the progress, I understand that. But we're going to keep using progress and progress and progress while other rookie quarterbacks are balling all over us.
What rookie
We were one
quarterback is
fumble away
balling?
from
Zach,
we were one
look
fumble
at
away
his
from losing to
stats.
Matt Jones. We were one fumble away from losing to Matt Jones, and we lost to Trevor Lawrence. That's a fact, my man.
If
All right,
Tua
so
didn't play, if
Cap,
Wait,
Tua didn't
one
play
second,
well, we
one
wouldn't
second.
have been in it to lose at the
Joe,
end.
If we would have scored 24 points, we wouldn't have lost. How many times has Tua scored 24 points? Twice in 11 starts.
Jolie, go ahead, Jolie.
Oh, one last point. I will say this. I think somebody else brought it up. I cannot believe that Flo got outcoached in the last 2 minutes. The most crucial time in the entire game, and you get outcoached. Why would you think that if they only need, they didn't know situational football? That's what happened. You know what? He got Spoelstra, because this is one thing I hate about Spoelstra. He never calls a timeout when you need him. He'll let another team go for 15 points and then call a timeout, maybe. Here, Flo got out coached because all they needed was 5 yards to get the kick, and we just opened up the Red Sea for the Jacks to get those 5 yards, thinking, oh, they're gonna throw a long bomb, and they didn't even think to consider, hey, the line is right there. We don't need them to go 10 yards. They only need 5 yards to get that kick off because the guy had already made a 54-yarder.
But
So
why you
that's
call?
why he got
But
out
why
coached.
you calling a timeout there? That gave him the chance to change the play. What are you calling a timeout there for? That's my point. You bad in situational coaching. You call a timeout and they made the change to go for the first down. They was
All
going
right,
to throw the Hail Mary.
let me bring in Hilberto. Hilberto, what's up?
Hey, good morning, fellas. Listen,
And ladies.
and ladies, I'm sorry. Good morning. So,
Thank you.
this is a tough loss, right? Everybody's giving Flo this excuse, right? They're giving them the loss this week. I've been telling y'all since the Raiders game, something is not right. Everybody loves Flo for what he's done in the past 2 seasons. The dude won 5 games his first season, 10 games his second, right? Coaching just don't start on Sundays. We've had 3 drafts to get this stuff together, and nobody's producing on the field. I understand everybody points the finger at Greer about draft, but there's no way Greer didn't hit on anybody in these 3 drafts. This shit has to do with the coaching. They're not putting it together throughout the week. There's no way, bro. You guys have so much loyalty. Hey, you got so much loyalty to Coach Flo. We've been so crappy at coaching for the last 30 years since I've been around that you guys honor Coach Flo for winning 5 and 10 games. I'm sick of it, man.
I think the reality, Hilberto, is I'm gonna go with the last 2 years, right? And this is part of the reason I'm pissed off today. You, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. Flo took a stripped down team 2 years ago and won 5 games with a roster that easily should have went 0-16. Okay. And he won 5 games out of it. And he won 5 out of his last 7. And I was impressed. And then the next year, it was like, all right, if we win 7 games, I'll be happy. And we won 10, and we were a game out of the playoffs. And in my opinion, should have been Coach of the Year.
Steven, let me ask you a question, Steven. If you got Waddle making 100 yards and receiving almost, or I don't know if he ended up with 100, but he had 2 touchdowns, Gesicki ending up with almost 100 yards, and Matt Collins getting almost 80 yards, wouldn't you think that we won the game with those type of backup players? They're not even backup players, but at the end of the day.
100%.
So what are we arguing about, man? What the hell are we arguing about if you don't look at the quarterback situation? Yeah, we don't have no running back.
You're arguing about the coaching. Everybody keeps bringing up the last 2 minutes in the fourth quarter yesterday. What about the last 2 minutes in the second quarter yesterday?
Forgetting that. Like,
listen,
why do you keep talking about the fourth quarter? What about the last 2 minutes in the second quarter?
The running backs in the fourth quarter, I
had a
also
single
agree.
high safety, and he left Igbenogany on the corner to cover a star receiver, bro.
Hey, I told y'all from the rip about Iggy. I told y'all about the rip. Hey, I told you about Iggy from the rip. Even Ball Game says,
but
Ball
that's
Game says,
coaching. You guys keep
Because
giving
you
Coach
keep
Flo
you
an
keep you keep
excuse.
going back to Tua,
Coach
Cap.
Flo is
Because at the end of the day, he's our quarterback, bro. At the
He's
end of the day, he's
arrogant
our
and he's
quarterback.
stubborn, and that's why we losing these games, because this arrogance and this stubbornness that he has, it's not working for us, man. They not making changes.
Listen, with those stats I just gave you stats on all the receivers producing. The running backs we knew for a fact was suspect, and they didn't fix it. And Philly's laughing their ass off with that draft pick. But at the end of the day, if you're the quarterback, you take control of this team that's falling apart in the coaching staff.
Bro.
Hold on,
Bro,
Cap. You
because
just said
you're blaming everybody else. You're blaming everyone else.
Hold on, I got him.
But this game was on the coach.
Hold on, I got him.
Go ahead, Ennis. Go ahead.
Cap, you just said the receivers did all this receiving. Who got him the ball, Cap?
Exactly. Why not do the same thing in the crucial spots at the end of the game?
Yeah, but
all right. So time out,
Wait,
everybody.
real
Time out.
quick, one last point.
Everybody mute yourselves real quick. All right. I'm not here to back Cap up, but I want to try to explain what I believe Cap is really trying to say.
Nah, I don't need backup. I can hold my own.
No. I got you, Cap. Give me a minute. I believe where Cap is coming from is Cap is not saying, or I don't think, I think he is. I think he is saying, hey, look, Tua needs to put just as much blame as anybody else here. That's where this is. I also believe that Cap is also trying to say that there is something about this team that it is lacking. And where that should come from is the quarterback position. And right now, because obviously the offensive coordinators aren't making the right decision, and obviously the coaching isn't making the right decision, it should fall upon Tua's hands to make the right decision so that this team is put
in crucial moments. Yes, Stevie D. In crucial moments, exactly.
Now, with that said, let me argue this for you. You're only as good as your weakest link, and you're only as good as what is taught to you. If you don't know any better, how are you ever going to do any better? And the reality is Tua doesn't know any better. I'm not making an excuse, but look who's teaching them, Cap. They are not talent, like they don't execute well.
My man, Charlie Fry has been teaching him since he was young. That's not an excuse.
Bro, and there's a reason Charlie Fry
has Charlie Fry been connected to the hip? Has Charlie Fry not been connected to the hip? Has Charlie Fry not been connected to the hip with him?
But who's Charlie Fry?
Nobody wants to answer that, right?
Is Charlie Fry the next Sean Payton?
Bro, at this point, dude, everyone's touchable, bro. Nobody's untouchable on this team. I don't care.
But
Nobody.
Cap, people are getting at you right now because I feel like you keep on going back to, well, it's all on Tua. But then the very next sentence you're saying is everyone's untouchable. But I don't.
Yeah, I'm not arguing what you guys are saying. I am not arguing what you guys are saying. Everybody has a point. But at the end of the day, no one talks about those crucial interceptions, that crucial turnover on downs, and when he was supposed to take control.
Like it was more than one, Cap.
Listen,
interceptions like it was more than one. It was just one.
Okay, one interception and one turnover on downs.
You know what lost the game? The last 2 minutes of the second half. You know what lost the game?
When he should have took control.
The first drive for the Jaguars in the third quarter. They scored two touchdowns back to back.
My man, the defense held him to 17 until the fourth quarter. My man, he should have took. I understand that, but he should have taken control in a crucial situation.
I'm gonna have to get out.
All right. Hold up. All right.
I was going to say one last quick thing.
I gotta go, guys. You all have a good morning.
All right, y'all be good. Okay, Andrevius. I know Andrevius was trying to get in. Go ahead, Andrevius.
I just don't get what we're arguing about anymore. So actually, I don't have anything to say. To be honest, I don't know what's going on anymore. I've lost track of what we're arguing about. Honestly, I've honestly lost track. Like, what are we saying right now?
I'll tell you this. Looks like Flo. To me, it seems like Flo is coaching scared, and I don't understand why. If the first 2 seasons he didn't coach scared, which is why we were able to do what we did. But right now, this last 6 weeks, you look at him on the sideline, he looks like he's coaching scared. If he was told and reassured, you have this position for the next 2 years, I don't think that we would be having such issues in the coaching as much as we do now, in my opinion.
Quick point.
So
quick point.
So in your opinion, go ahead, Andrevius.
I know I said I'm off the Fire Flores train. We should try to keep him at least through the season. But I will say, last week when we were talking about the trainer and what he said about Flo, we were focused so much on if Tua leaked it, and we didn't focus on if it was true or not. And I'm starting to think it was true. I think he has lost the locker room. He has absolutely lost the locker room. We were like, who leaked it? Who leaked it? No, is it true? Did he lose the locker room? It doesn't matter who leaked it. Is it true? And it seems like it's true. Seems like it's true. They look like they do not want to play for this man.
Hey, and Joe
I'm
Lee
gonna just
made
say
a great
this.
point real quick. Joe Lee made a great point about Coach Flo. I won't even say more scared, but yesterday, dog, losing 2 timeouts within 30, 45 seconds, that shows you're desperate. Like, I understand, but in a game like that, it's 2020, it's 23-20, how we lost. You in a dogfight. You know at the end of the game, you're gonna need your time. You in a dogfight. Come on, Stephen. We all watch football.
Well,
it's 2020, bro.
from another perspective,
all I can think of is Kevin Garnett every time you say that, Luis. We're Craig. We're in a dogfight.
From another perspective, I feel like.
And then not only
go ahead.
but like fellas, like maybe it's an even scheme because like Van Ginkel is a pass rusher, bro. We got Jalen Phillips with the 18 pick for being a pass rusher. I'm tired of seeing 15 out in pass coverage. Dog, Van Ginkel couldn't guard my 6-year-old peewee football son in the open field.
Well, tell him how you really feel, Luis. Tell him how you really feel, Luis.
Hey,
bro,
Steven.
I'm just saying, like last year, everybody said our defense was fire. You know why? Because we were bringing that heat. Jerome Baker ain't good against the run. He ain't good against the pass. You know what he does well? He blitzes up the middle well. When we blitzed him 2-3 times yesterday, he did his thing.
Yes.
Van Ginkel can't cover nobody, man. Jalen Phillips is not. This is Miami sports music, right?
All day.
Jalen Phillips is a hurricane, right? How many times we've seen Jalen Phillips last year playing linebacker, covering 15, 20-yard out routes and
coaching,
come on, man. It's coaching.
It's coaching.
And at the end
Steven.
of the day, Cap. Like
What's
I
up,
said,
Todd?
Go ahead, Todd. My bad.
Go
ahead, Todd.
Cap, if you're up, I don't know if he's still up here.
Yep, Cap's still up here.
Hey, you're my brother and all that, but I can't agree with that on Tua this time.
I'm on an island. I get that. But let me tell you something.
But here's the thing.
Go ahead.
I want to know how many pass attempts did Mac Jones throw against us, and how many did Trevor Lawrence? And our defense can't scheme up a pick.
They did it for 22 consecutive games.
Two rookie quarterbacks.
That's a great point. Let me ask
comes
you
down
this
to
question.
our defensive genius. That comes down to our defensive genius as a head coach who can't even get picks off of rookie quarterbacks.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Wilkins got a fumble recovery. Did we do anything off of that?
No.
We didn't respond.
But
I'm saying,
let me ask a question. Let me ask this question. So, if we were winning, do you guys believe that X and Jones would be in the game? Because I think
not yesterday. Not yesterday.
Let me tell you what.
X was listed as out. They brought somebody up to replace him.
I know, but I say that's crap. I think that really those injuries. I was like, no, there's something not right about that. Do y'all think about that now? Think about it.
X doesn't want to play for Flores.
We did enough.
I'm saying.
No, Pamela, we did enough to win that game. I'm telling you now, in crucial situations where our quarterback needed to step up, he caught a brain fart, knowing that the coaches caught a bigger brain fart. Somebody got to step up.
Terrence, big shout out to Terrence. Terrence says 2 years are happy he threw for 300 yards against the worst team in the NFL. That interception was crucial and changed momentum. And then D-Ray91 says, shout out to the donations, by the way. Flo didn't coach scared the first 2 years because there were no expectations.
Hey, Cap, the one thing I will say is
when I had
expectations. I didn't even have cracked ribs. I had bruised ribs, and that hurt for like 2 months.
Bro, but if he threw for 40 attempts, it didn't hurt him that much.
No, but
y'all got to stop calling other teams the worst team in the NFL.
He is still feeling it. But
I was saying that yesterday. That
thank you. That's my point. People talk about
reality.
We
Here's
lost
the
to the
reality.
Jags. We ain't no
Hold
better
on.
than the Jags.
I'll be real with y'all, and I know some of y'all do not want to hear this. We're the worst team in the NFL right now.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are, Steven.
All right, y'all talking about the Jags put up 20. We ain't no better than them.
I mean,
If
yesterday
Worse
before
than
the
the
game,
Lions.
yesterday
You're
before
telling
the
me we're
game, we
worse than the
were.
Lions. We're worse than the
Oh,
Lions.
yes, I believe that we are the worst
The
team in
Lions
the
have
NFL.
been in every game, Jolie. The Lions have been in every game minus yesterday. They've been playing with heart. They just got the short end of the
Remember, you
stick.
guys are fake Dolphins fans. I don't care what you say. You still
Nah.
fake Dolphins fans.
We
Nah,
ain't
you
fake. We just
lying.
being real. That's the
Real.
problem. People don't
Real.
want to hear the real.
I was just totally
Nah,
trolling.
real.
Relax, Cap.
No,
Relax.
Jolie was just messing. But here's what I'll say. So here's the difference. So yesterday, allow me, everybody put yourselves on mute. Allow me to make this point real quick. So yesterday in the press conference, Coach Flo was asked, what do you do differently to move forward? And he goes, and I quote, and he goes, well, I don't think you do anything differently. We're preparing the right way. The schemes are the right schemes, all that. And I was like so infuriated because I'm like, bro, you're obviously not doing something right because you've lost 5 games in a row. So now I'm listening to the Detroit Lions. I'm listening to Dan Campbell, our former interim head coach. And he was asked yesterday about Jared Goff. And I don't know if y'all saw this press conference, but my man, Dan Campbell, straight up called out his starting quarterback. He's like, I'm going to be real with you. He needs to step up. He needs to show me something more. The book is still out on him, but he needs to step up. And I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen a head coach call out his starting quarterback like that. And I'm like, what would be awesome? If Coach Flo would hold people on his roster accountable the same way. I would like to see him say, you know what? I need these linebackers to step. I need the secondary to play like I want to see that. I don't know what happened yesterday with the play calling, but obviously it's not the right play calling, and my offense coordinators want to keep their job. They need to step up. Like, I need Coach Flo to start calling people out in public. I need to see that.
It ain't gonna happen
because
you're gonna get generic responses.
Oh, bro,
he got to start by calling himself out.
I know it won't. But I'm telling you, that's what I was like. That was the thought process in my head yesterday.
Steven,
100%.
can I address one of them comments that you
go ahead.
just put up? He said we happy that Tua threw for 300 yards, but okay. What if he didn't? What if he threw for 150? Then y'all have been, he wasn't. He did what he was supposed to do. He did his job. It ain't his fault they took it out of his hands on the 4th down. That's what we keep.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I told you Saturday night. The Saturday night conversation we had, I told you, man.
yards. Kigaseki had 115 yards because of Tua. Waddle had 2 touchdowns because of Tua. Like, we ain't forgetting what the man did. He did his job.
Yeah, he got 98 points, a 75 yards.
Quick question,
75
though.
yards.
This is for Cap. Quick question, Cap, because I know that you're super anti-Tua today, but do you think...
So were you last week? You were anti-Tua too when you were talking about trade for Watson?
Jolie's just messing with you, Cap. Come on now.
But
I'm just saying.
Name me 3 quarterbacks right now that would have changed that play right now, and not super veterans, 5 years or less. 3 quarterbacks.
I can name you one. I can name you one yesterday. Trevor Lawrence did it, and then Matt Jones done it the first game. You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
2 rookie quarterbacks, Jolie. 2.
Tua did it on the first touchdown pass. So
okay, so why couldn't he do it when it mattered the most?
Maybe
wake up, man. Wake up, man.
His running back couldn't get the 1 yard. Maybe
Guys,
his running back could get the 1 yard.
Tua knows his time is
uncle.
limited in Miami. So for him to go against what the coaches are telling him to do, that dude knows he's hanging on by a thread. His job is done after this season. He knows that. But you can't just go in there and just change things up. Y'all keep comparing Tua to Herbert. Y'all keep comparing Tua to Burrow and all these rookie quarterbacks. We don't have with those other teams. I'm not a Tua-neer, but I know football. And I know if you got a rookie quarterback, you got to get this man a running game. You got to get this man weapons around him. Look at our roster. We have 1 to 2 Pro Bowlers. We got Xavier Howard and Sanders. The rest of the team are scrubs. They're still scrubs. Y'all keep beating y'all chests about what Tua needs to do. We don't have the talent. And not only the talent sucks, the coaching can't put it together.
Listen, let's be honest. Was it really even a bad play call to run the ball with 1 yard to go? No, it just didn't fucking work. And we're blaming it on Tua somehow. It just didn't fucking work.
It hasn't worked all year long.
But if it would have worked,
It hasn't worked all year. Hold on. Flip side Fisher says we hired from within instead of hiring experienced coordinators.
Yep.
Now it's
Right.
biting
Yep.
us in the end.
Yep.
It's a great
100%.
We blaming Tua for not audibling, but not the coordinators being smart enough to realize it wasn't going to work. Really?
So fire everybody. Fire everybody minus the quarterback. Let's see how far that gets us.
Do not fire everybody. I do not agree
No,
with that.
I'm saying at this point everybody wants everybody fired.
Wait.
I'm saying.
At the end of the season, get rid of him.
I'm not one of the people that wants to fire everybody.
Me either. We have to take accountability. I respect accountability, but it has to go around all 52 guys and the coaching staff.
And
they got rid of Grant.
But
they held him
still,
accountable.
listen.
I don't count the punter.
Go ahead, Jolie. Go ahead, Jolie. Go ahead, Jolie.
What I was saying is, do you honestly think Watson is not looking at us right now and saying, "What's up with the Dolphins"? You still think he's gonna come? Because I'll tell you this: everyone will get fired if we don't get Watson. If we don't turn this season around, everybody's getting fired. The owner's gonna fire himself if they don't somehow make something happen.
It's too late for him to come in and turn it around.
All right, real
it's too
quick.
late. We can pass that point.
Let me. All right. So ATL Design says it's coaching. How do you play 7 yards off the ball on 3rd and 3 and play zone? No adjustments. Not aggressive on low. We need to put teams away. All right. Now, because I want to give everybody. By the way, thank you for donating. It really means a lot when you guys donate. Thank you. Let me say this, and then I got a couple of people in the back room that want to get on. What I will also say is Jolie brought up the point about Stephen Ross. I think that Stephen Ross, and I said this yesterday in Dougley Do-Wrong's video, I think that Stephen Ross has literally done everything in his power, in his eyes, to make the right decision. Now, here's the reality. He hasn't made the right decisions. He's made wrong decisions. He's brought in the wrong people. But I don't blame 100% that on him. I think he made the best choice with the information he had at the time to bring in certain people. The only thing this franchise has never done is trade the farm for somebody like Deshaun Watson or Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson or somebody like that. That is the only thing this team has never done. So with that being said, I think that is the only option left in the arsenal for this front office is to do that. So, I mean, that's just kind of where I'm coming at from it. Go ahead, Luis.
Go ahead.
Hey, real quick, and this is, I don't even really, I'll just wait for the last comment of the day, but a question to the panel is, like, if we go get Watson or even like the comparisons to Herbert, is that going to change the fact that we got 3 offensive coordinators? Is that going to change the fact that I understand what Cap is saying about maybe Tua could have changed the play and stuff, but let's say Watson's in there. Watson's going to have to change every play call the entire game there, because it's not like it's not going to change the fact we just got to understand. I'm not even calling for Flo's job. What I'm saying is it comes down to coaching. We got to do a better job. And like Steven said, I watched the same thing with Dan Campbell yesterday. That's what I want Flo to do. Say that I got out coached by Urban Meyer. Say my defensive coordinators need to stop dropping Van Ginkel and Jalen Phillips because they can't cover. We got to make the adjustment. It ain't about the referees. It ain't about the offensive line. It ain't about the quarterback. It's about us, man. Coaches. We got to teach these players.
And until we play flawless games of football, I will no longer on this channel put it on the refs. They made bad calls. I'm not denying that. But we ain't winning and losing games because of referees right now. That ain't, and that's the truth. All right, let me bring on D1 and Estefan. What's up? What's up, gentlemen?
Yo.
What's up, Steven? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
D1, the floor is yours, D1.
I was speechless after yesterday's game. It's speechless. I really had to make a full video for Jaguars fans. That was the worst experience of my life. Um, I hear everybody talking, they want to fire and everything like that. But like I said last week, man, just keep this all status quo. I don't want no scapegoats. I don't want any excuses. I don't want any, oh, well, he did this and we're doing it. No, keep this whole thing status quo so I know what to evaluate at the end of the season. Because as of right now, the season is basically over. Unless we start stringing some wins together, the season is basically over. If we can't beat the Jags, the season is over. You know, and with the whole firing Flores stuff, I need him to change. I need him to change. I need him to change. I need him to give up this philosophy, because if this is the Patriot way apparently was only because of Brady. You might as well call it the Brady way.
Bro,
It was the Brady way.
yesterday.
It's the Brady way.
Tom Brady is the
It was
only
the Brady
solution.
way. It wasn't no Patriot way. That was a facade. It was a facade. It is the
Belichick
Brady
looking
way.
real suspect without Brady.
And no matter how bad we look, Tua still has more wins in Foxborough than Mac Jones, and it's going on to week 7. Okay? So what's really the Patriot way? You know, I'm tired of Flores. I'm really upset. With every passing week, my disdain for the offense and the hiring of Godsey and Studfield just makes me even madder. When we could have had
it
so
infuriates
many.
you. It pisses you off.
It infuriates me, bro. It infuriates me. It infuriates me watching. It's like 3rd and 1. Like, I'd rather be 3rd and 4 than 3rd and 1 right now, because at least I know we're going to throw on 3rd and 4. At least I know we're going to throw on 3rd and 4. This 4th and 1 and 3rd and 1, I'm tired of it being the bane of our existence this year. We can't convert it. We cannot sustain drives.
But you know what? You know the other problem to that, D1 too? And this is a problem that I'm going to go with the Dolphins wide receivers or the Dolphins receivers.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to run any route, make sure it's past the first down.
Exactly.
Get
And what's up
past
with
the
these
first
routes
down marker.
all next to each other? This is like the
Get
3rd game in a
past
row I'm
the
hearing
first down marker.
commentators like, yo, the receivers shouldn't be running so close together. Like, you got 2 receivers within 3 yards of each other.
Yep.
What is up with these route combinations? It's like these route combinations don't open up other people. It does not open up other routes. There's no progressiveness to this route will open the over-the-top route. The over-the-top route will open the dig route. There's no cohesion at all with this offense. And it looks like a bunch of amateurs. And that's what they are. Our offensive staff is a bunch of amateurs.
But
First-year
also
O-line
the
coach.
defense too. The defense. Why is the defense playing a yard off at the first down line? Why are we playing zone at the first?
Well, Pam,
at the
I took that as we don't have Byron or Zabin. That's what they excel at. So we wasn't going to play our exact defense like how we usually are with the aggressiveness. That's how I felt. You don't got Byron out there. You don't got Zabin out there. That's $30 million right there sitting on the bench. That's $30 million on the bench yesterday.
They still played the same
zone,
defense, though.
It's
They played the same
ridiculous.
defense,
They did.
even with those guys out.
I felt as though they were more zone heavy in the first half than they were.
Yes.
It all starts at practice, people. If you practice one way, you will execute one way. And right now, our practice is horrible, apparently, because these games are horrible, left and right, defense and offense.
Jolie, we talking about practice. We ain't talking about the game. We talking about practice, man. All right, Estefan.
But she's right.
Estefan, unmute your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Everybody
Hola,
else.
hola.
All right,
Good morning.
Estefan, the floor is yours.
Yeah, man. A lot of good opinions up here. Hey, man, we're not a good team. I think everybody everybody gave basically a summary of a lot of shit I've been telling you since the season started, Steven. A lot of, hey man, it's what it is, man. I mean, you can go all the way back to how they draft, what they do in free agency. That says a lot about your personnel. Is going to say a lot on what those players' abilities are on the field, man. And so, and you know all the debates that we got when you first started this channel, that I was getting into with you and other people in the chat and people that would come up on here. But I'm not going to be the one to say I told you so. The only thing that I'd advise you is if you go to them games, you wear one of them damn brown bags on your face, bro, because damn, they are a disaster. They're a disaster, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. When that game was over, I wanted to fucking cry, bro. I couldn't believe it. You know,
It hurt.
You-
It hurt. Like I've been mad. I've been mad at games, but there's a few games though where I've just been straight. Like my
because
feelings were hurt, and this game, my feelings were hurt, bro. Like
the
it
way I
hurt.
feel is that I want to play it off and laugh it off, bro, but it's different this time because when we lost, when Flo first came in, I might be giving somebody else's take because, bro, I'll be honest, I just woke up and I'm gonna put some IKEA shelves together finally. I've been saying I'm gonna do it, but like for real, bro, I really am gonna do it today because I got to get my mind off football. This team's like it's bothering me, bro. To say it's not bothering me, it does. But when Flo first came in, when we took a loss, we still felt like we had hope. Now we're losing, and it feels like, well, I don't know about everybody else, but it feels to me like we don't have hope. And we went through all this rebuild, and remember when we had the draft, bro? You had started your channel, and I told you that I didn't like our draft, bro. And not that I didn't, well, because I'll tell you, as far as the measurables on Phillips and uh Javon Holland, they were actually good, bro. Yeah, I'll give them those guys. But you see what we need on this team, man. You see we struggled offensively. You see a coach that can get it done on the defense, which, by the way, I don't agree with D1. That ain't the Brady way, bro. The Patriots still play good defense, and if you watch the game that they had yesterday, they did play a good game against the Cowboys. There was points on the board
They
that both
still
teams gave up,
lost. They
but
still
yeah,
lost.
yeah, I get it, bro. But that ideal that he has as a defensive coach still works if you have the right players and if you're a coach that is learning, he's still learning how to get an offense going. You need plug and play guys from the draft, and you need stars. They don't have to be superstars, perennial Pro Bowlers, but you need help, man. And they could have addressed that in the offseason, and they refused to. And when you penny pinch, bro, and you bargain shop, this is what happens, bro. And that's why they are the way they are. That's why they're in this situation, man. You
To
can't.
piggyback what Esther
They missed on
Well, yeah, I
every
love giving moral
opportunity.
victories to other teams.
They messed up on every opportunity up until this point, and I know that I've been one of the biggest critics of Tua. And when I spoke privately to a lot of people after the game, the first thing I said was, "This is all on Flo," and I love Flo, and it sucks to say that, but it's all on Flo because he's the head guy. You're the one that addressed your personnel in the offseason. You're the one that staffed your coaches. This falls on you.
what I want to
You're the one that challenged and basically managed this game like this. Everything's on Flo. I couldn't even, besides the interception and some missed throws by Tua where he could have went to a better route option and gave us more yards. Tua played a solid game, and he did two things that I've been asking, and you remember because this is your show, bro. That I've been saying going back weeks before this. You need to run, bro. Before the season started, I said he needs to run. Forget about it. Be a run first quarterback because this offensive line is still coming together. That's one thing that I've said since before the season started. The other thing that I said was a concern of mine was when he slid, for him to slide with his legs. He did it, bro. Tua did a lot of stuff in this game that I can't complain. I got to be objective about it.
All right, Estefan. All right, Estefan. Let me let some people respond to you. Let me start with Big Dougie B. Go ahead, Big Dougie B.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I just got home.
What's going on, bro?
How you guys doing? Listen,
Morning.
I agree with everything he just said. I mean, Tua, I thought looked great. He did everything he could to win that game. Yeah, he needs to learn to audible. I'll give everyone that, to audible. But there were three things that bothered me in that game yesterday. The first thing was curse of the Gator. Both Urban Meyer and Tim Tebow won their first games against the Dolphins. That bothered me.
You had to say it. It hurts. Go ahead.
Yeah. The second thing that bothered me is we couldn't convert that 4th and 1 at crunch time in the game. Okay, we get that. We convert that. We continue running down the clock. We get into field goal range. Maybe we kick the winning field goal or whatever it was to win the game. Okay. No, we couldn't get it. We turned the ball over to them with a short field. They had a 4th and long, and they converted it for a first down with 5 seconds left and kicked the winning field goal with 1 second left. That bothered the crap out of me. And then the third thing, I have to come back to it. I forgot what the third thing was. The third thing, I actually dreamt about us losing that game. And I woke up and I was like shaking. I was like, no, okay, thank God it was just a dream. And that bothers me because if I'm going to dream about something that's going to come true, why can't I dream about the winning lottery numbers?
You had a nightmare.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my take yesterday. Tua did everything he could. I agree with you guys. I think the coaching staff blew this game. I think the coaching staff let everybody down. And, when they say you have too many cooks, you spoil the soup. We've got too many offensive coordinators, man.
I just want at this point. I wanted to finish my point, Steve. I know I rambled on, bro. It's one of them days, right, for everybody. But like Tua did good. In my opinion, there's players on this team they don't feature that they should, that you can go to repeatedly, and basically give other players opportunities because you have defenses covering those players, and now you can start using your whole tutelage, bro. We got Albert Wilson out there. I don't give a damn what nobody says. You can still use that guy. He can make plays for you. We have guys we're not even using, bro, because we won't start with the guys that demand the respect, like Gesicki, like Gaskins, bro. You know what I mean? I think the offense starts to those guys. Whatever they do, if they move players, fire people, whatever they do, just like we raised pitchforks and had torches for Xavier Howard to get that contract, we will do the same thing for Gesicki, bro. If we get rid of Gesicki, bro, that completely unravels the future. You have to have that guy on your team. They need
what
to
I
get
don't
over.
understand.
They need to get over themselves. And everybody and this whole but he don't block. Yeah, who gives a shit? Neither does Waller. And Waller's balling, and they go to him on every
Exactly.
Yo,
either you get a
Gesicki should
superstar on
have
your
at
team
least
or
12
you're never
targets
going to be
a
able to
game.
compete.
I don't care. He should have 12 targets a game.
They need to give him, and y'all need to protest for that. They need to give that man his contract. They need to feature Myles Gaskins. They need to go get
He
Deshaun
is
Watson.
a guarantee.
They need to go
He is
get
a
Deshaun.
guarantee.
All right. D1, let me ask you, man. Are you like blasting music? Because I hear boom, 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 boom. D1, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm in the vehicle.
I was about to say, all I heard was songs in the background. That's all I heard, bro. So, hey,
I'm in the truck. It's different noises, man. There's been so many noises.
Okay, well, look, man. As long as I don't hear it, okay, never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. What I was saying is let me ask you all a question because we're not done just yet, but we're starting to wrap up. If y'all are sick of the Dolphins losing, hit that like button. If y'all are sick of the Dolphins losing, please hit that like button for me. All right, let me ask you all a question. This is for the panel. Where do we go from here? What do y'all need to see right now to make y'all feel just a little bit better?
That Tua shows that he is a franchise quarterback.
We got to score 24 points with Tua. I'm tired of I'm seeing these games with a backup quarterback scoring more than 24 points. At this point, he has 11. We have 11. Yeah, exactly. We didn't even score that. We have to have a quarterback that steps up against an Atlanta team that hasn't even produced all season, and I expect to see 24 points scored by Tua Tagovailoa.
I
think we need to see 100.
this week.
What was that?
All jokes aside, you don't think Tua stepped up this week because we didn't score 35 points? Is that the opinion you have?
No, look, my opinion is the O-line stepped up. My opinion is that we had three receivers
Yes,
almost scoring
I
100
agree.
yards a game. Look, you're asking me, I'm telling you, three receivers and almost 100 yards apiece, and we converted into field goals. My man,
Yeah,
come
but
on.
Tua got him that ball. Tua got him the ball though. How they get them yards without Tua?
Listen, all jokes aside,
Give me
sometimes I wonder if y'all watch the game. There was a lot of
24. Give me 24 points next week, and my gloves will come off. At this point, if we don't score 24 points, the gloves are coming off.
The glove should be on.
Yelling over me doesn't make your point any more valid, I promise. Anyway.
Well, then speak, my man. Drink your coffee and speak.
Okay.
What we
Listen,
need to
can
see
you
is
be
Flo
honest?
get
Whether
a
or not
hold of
other
the
drives
locker
where the
room.
offense was humming and then flags ruined the drive. Be honest.
What was that?
Be honest.
What
Where
was
there's
that?
not
What was the
drives
question?
where the offense was moving, and then flags ruined the drive. Did that not happen on two different drives?
I don't understand your question.
Did flags not ruin some drives? It's like any elite quarterback, if they're
Yes. Look,
driving.
they stop momentum. They stop momentum.
That's
Of
no,
course they did.
that's no excuse.
Yes,
That's no excuse, man.
quarterback though. There are excuses and then there are reasons. That's a reason. There's a difference between excuses and reasons.
That's an excuse, my man.
Oh, okay.
Don't blame the refs on this. Don't blame the refs on this interception either.
I'm not blaming the refs.
Hold on,
he was moving the ball.
Hold
Be
on.
honest, he was moving the ball yesterday.
He didn't move it enough.
Okay.
Let me bring in Cameron. Cameron, take yourself off mute and go ahead, Cam.
I love y'all, man. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Cameron. How are you?
Good morning, Cameron. Good morning.
I am surprisingly wonderful, and on this therapy Monday, after hearing all of y'all for the past 2 hours, I feel a whole lot better about myself. Hey, man, I think it was Bill Parcells who said, "You are who your record says you are." Right?
Yep.
Amen.
We're 1-5, right? Yesterday on the show, I said all I care about is Tua, and whether or not at the end of this season we either stick with Tua or we go find ourselves a franchise quarterback. Yesterday, he did enough for me to say, let's go to the next game. He didn't lose us that game, for sure. He played well. Whether or not we agree or disagree on what he should be throwing 49 times a game, that's a whole nother conversation. But Tua was light years better than Brissett had been for the past 3 games. All right. We were in a position to win that game with a minute left. We decided to run on 4th and 1 instead of punt and put the Jags back in their own, 10-yard line, whatever. I will say this. The decisions Flores is making this season are the same decisions that Flores was making last season, but they worked out. And it is what it is. If you look at that 4th and 1 call, it was the right call. We can discuss on another conversation whether it should be Brown or Gaskin or Ahmed or whomever, but they had the right play call made to gain that yard. And Durham Smythe missed his assignment and let the weak side linebacker come in and make the play. And that was the game. And, we're all up here, letting Jason Sanders off the hook, too. That boy missed a 54-yard field goal, supposedly the best leg in the NFL. But that's a whole nother story. Back to square one. We're 1-5. We are who we are. It's all about development of Tua. That's it. My expectation is no higher or no lower. If we go and run out the table, we're still a 12-5 team and probably not making the playoffs considering who's in the AFC. So I don't see that happening. I'm not betting the house on it either. But we better beat Atlanta next week at home, or else then there's legitimate questions on the leadership of this team and whether Flores has lost the locker room. Another conversation. But for me, it's all about the development of Tua and whether he's our franchise quarterback moving on. And he did enough yesterday.
One thing that we're missing, though, as a team, and I noticed this between last year and this year, is our veterans. We have no veterans. The blind cannot lead the blind. If you don't know what you're doing and the next person next to you doesn't know what they're doing, you're going to not know what you're doing together. And that's what's happening right now. We are too young of a team. And now I'm questioning Bobby McCain and Calvin Noe. We should have kept at least 2 people in the defense to be able to go ahead and have that veteran leadership and somebody else in the offense, because right now you can see what's happening. The blind is leading the blind. The kindergartners are leading the kindergartners, and
Jolie,
nobody has that leadership.
Jolie, I agree with you. This is where, again, you guys, after this show, go check out the Dougly Do Wrong video with me. We had a great conversation. And part of that conversation we were talking about was, I truly think that this is where Coach Flo and his character flaw or inefficiency, or he just straight up screwed up, whatever you want to call it. I don't think Kyle Van Noy's not here because of salary cap issues. I don't think Kyle Van Noy's not here because he is not a good enough player to be on this roster. Kyle Van Noy is not here because something happened between him and Coach Flo. Yeah. And I feel like it happens between him and most veterans. I don't know if I'm call it. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is, Cameron.
Is he trying to be Nick Saban now?
Here's where I disagree with you. I don't think it's Coach Flo that has the problem. I think it's Greer who drafted Van Ginkel, and they want to put him on the field, and Kyle Van Noy plays the same position and was getting paid $15 million a year. I think Flores had no problem with Van Noy because he needs those dogs in the locker room. He doesn't have them, to Jolie's point, right? And the same goes for Javon Holland, right? They cut McCain because they drafted Javon Holland. All right. Javon Holland's been balling out and he's playing. I think it was the right decision. McCain had an interception yesterday. Good on him. But this team is built on draft picks, right? And we have a ton of draft capital. That's why my expectation for this season isn't as high as some of y'all think it should be. Because it's not about this year so much. Sure, we came off a 10-6 year, but man, I tell you what, that was kind of a fluke, right? You know,
I don't agree with that. I'll tell you right now. You look at the play calling on the defensive side where we are playing way too much zone, and you look at the play calling on the offensive side, and you see the things that we could have done. It's not like our coaches are blind. So how many games do you have to do the same doggone things wrong that you don't make changes?
The coaches aren't on the field making those plays.
But we go on, and our first couple of drives in the last couple of games have been amazing. And then we stop doing what we're doing. Quit being so stupid. Get your coaching and your players together. I don't care what you have to do. Go powwow, shut out everybody. Get on the same page and get some decent play calling going. We have the talent. We should have won a whole bunch of these games we've lost. Look how close they've been. Ridiculous.
Louise,
we have enough to do it. They got to do it.
Hey, you guys remember when we had Patrick Surtain and Sam Madison, our two shutdown corners in the late 90s?
Yep.
We were playing press, man-to-man coverage. So why we go and pay Byron Jones $85 million? Why we got X out there for them to be playing 7-8 yards off the ball and run his own weak coverage?
Exactly.
I agree. It's like it all comes down to coaching. You got to be able to coach. If I got Byron and X on my side, I'm playing press man-to-man. I'm putting Nick Needham in the slot, and I'm letting Van Ginkel go eat. I'm letting Agba eat. I'm sending Jerome Baker. Listen, like I said before, Baker is not and Phillips. Baker's not stopping the run. Baker ain't stopping the pass. Baker's a pass rusher. That's what he's there for. Man, let these boys eat. Let our guys just play football.
Yeah,
that's what our thing was last year. That's why we were causing turnovers. How many sack fumbles, strip fumbles did we have last year because of the blitz? I just don't understand why we got two shutdown corners, but we playing 8 yards off the ball. A slant eats us. Even last night, the last play of the game. Come on, man. I understand. Even we called the timeout and they changed the play. But if we play press man-to-man, especially in this era, the only time you can touch the receiver is the first 5 yards. We giving them 8 yards.
We're giving them 8. Yes.
We gave them that opportunity to kick a field goal. What I do yesterday, I bring that heat. And
Cameron, you're shaking your head.
Ball,
do you disagree with Lewis?
No, I don't disagree with Lewis at all. I disagree with a couple others on the channel, and here's why. The Dolphins are number one team in playing press man coverage in the league. All right, regardless if it's Byron Jones or X-Man, or yesterday had Coleman and Needham, who, by the way, both did a pretty damn good job considering. It was the play calling Jolie pointed out on that last play. And listen, Flores just got out coached by Urban that last second, man. That was pitiful. Like,
did you hear what Urban said in the press conference? Urban Meyer said, so here's what I was going to do. The play was to do a Hail Mary. And when the Dolphins called the timeout, I changed my play call. 100%.
Absolutely. He got out coached, right? So Urban Meyer made the adjustment and won the game. That happens in the NFL, right? We had the ball in the position to convert a fourth down and didn't execute a block. And I don't give a crap about, and by the way, I donated $40 for the swear jar. I don't give a shit about nothing else before that game, right? Before that play. Durham Smythe didn't make that block. That's period. That's it. Game.
This game is won on inches and yards. If we cannot make that stop, if we cannot make that run, if we cannot make that cut, we won't win. But at the end of the day, the reason why Flo didn't have to work as hard last year is because we had those veterans. Those veterans are coaches on the inside the game. They're the ones telling the rookie O lineman, no, you're gonna come in here with me. When you see him with those white knuckles, you know that he's coming for you. Step up so you can block him. But
Jolie,
you don't
those
have
players
that
are
when you
on the
have
field this
such
year.
young
We got
kids.
what we got. And listen, someone else up here, I think as Sean said, Igby is trash. Man, that boy is straight trash. That was the worst draft pick ever. But going back to your point, Jolie, Van Noy and McCain aren't on this team, right? The Greer made those decisions, and we have the players on the field who Flores has to work with, and they weren't in the position to make the play on that final play, right? Urban Meyer outcoached him on that final play. Van Noy's
100%. He got outcoached. Period. And that's the part that's frustrating because, especially for a defensive coach, a defensive head coach, he should have known better than to allow them. They needed 5 yards, and we were off by 9 yards. I understand it's a Hail Mary, but you still got to be there because you don't know what they're going to do.
Is Coach Flo calling the defense, though?
He's a defensive head coach.
Damn, I agree.
This is on him.
But is he calling the defense, though? I know he's a defensive head coach. Is he calling the defense?
Even if he's
It
not calling the
doesn't
defense,
seem
you're
like
telling
it.
me he can't make adjustments right then and there and tell his people, hey, I see this. Go ahead and do this. So no head coach can make adjustments for their team?
I'm just thinking to myself, I remember watching yesterday, Coach Flo is not calling the defense, right? We brought him in to evaluate talent because he was a part of the scouting team in New England. We brought him in because he was a great defensive coordinator. But if he's not doing any of those two jobs, then what's the point of having him?
So Flores doesn't make the defensive calls. Josh Boyer does. But it ultimately boils down to Coach Flo because he made that hire. He put Studsville and the other guy in charge of the offensive calls. And now he's got Godsey calling plays too. So it all boils down to Flores, yes. But to answer your question, Josh Boyer makes defensive calls.
Hey, Cam, real quick, and I'm
man.
not disputing because I didn't know the numbers, and I don't know if we were the number one team at playing press and man. But in your opinion, watching this team this season, do we get beat more when we're in man press, or do we get beat more like yesterday? Every time Trevor Lawrence did anything, it was because of our zone. It wasn't.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, Lewis. We shouldn't be playing zone
We
at
can't
all.
get pressure on the QB.
We should not be.
You can't
playing
only blame it
zone.
on the zone.
No, but
we
but
got
that's what I'm saying.
pressure on him.
Yeah, but we don't get pressure with our front four. We get pressure when we send the blitz.
When we blitz.
And if we're gonna send that blitz, it's better to get your hands on a man, hold them up their first 5 yards, and let our playmakers go against their playmakers. This is the NFL. Everybody has a playmaker, but it's easy to catch a 5-yard slant if I'm giving you 7 yards off the ball. You know what I'm saying? Again, Cam, I'm not disagreeing with you. And we might be first in the league in press, man. We should just stay in that all game because, from my opinion, our personnel fits us better playing press man
for
all
$85 million.
I don't disagree with you at all, Lewis.
So what the
I agree
frustrating
with
part
you.
about yesterday is that Coach Flo or whoever's calling the defense, they still coached as if Byron Jones and Xavier Howard were in the game.
Well, you
Right?
should.
They still
Yeah, we can't
no
change
way.
it.
You got to change it up a little bit.
No,
Look,
you
I feel
can't.
like you got to
No.
change it up a lot because you don't have those two Pro
because
Bowl.
it's next man up mentality, right? You're coaching
Absolutely.
those second and third teamers
Yeah,
to
but
replace the starters.
you brought in Igbenogany. He hasn't been on the roster all season, and you expect him to
Hey,
do the
but you got
same thing Xavier
but you
Howard and
got
Byron
me.
Jones do.
Hey, you
Next,
got
he
me
You
though.
got
gets
to
You got
paid
switch it up
just
Coleman.
like
some.
everyone else,
You got
bro. Are you
where's
kidding
You
me?
Trill
playing
at?
single high
Where's
safety.
Listen, he just proved himself on the field. He cannot handle the situation. He cannot handle the scheme. He cannot handle the assignments. Man, he got burned on that play. I mean, I was the biggest.
He didn't have any safety help
fan.
though, and that was coaching. That was stubborn coaching.
Listen, he had his back turned on that sideline route, man.
Yeah, he didn't even turn his head
Yeah, he's a
around.
bum. We all know he's a bum. But the coaches know he's a bum. He hasn't been playing over Coleman and Nick.
But if the
Needham.
coaches know that, why is he still here?
Facts,
Dude,
Steven.
he was forced to be activated yesterday. I'll tell
He
you
was
that.
forced to be activated. They spent the first round draft pick on him.
He still played 60+% of the plays, if not
And
more.
you got Trill out there. Get Trill.
Listen, Greer's
take
not
out
going
the
to
special
admit
teams player.
Greer's not going to admit just yet that was a bad pick, which is why they activated him.
But
at the end of
everybody
the day-
knows that it's a bad pick when you
Yes.
don't dress a first-round pick and you put him as a healthy scratch. Come on. Come on. And then, by the way, just so everybody knows, what pissed me off more than anything yesterday, y'all know where I'm about to go with this. Oh, y'all know where I'm about to go with this. How you not play Kirk Merritt? You dressed him.
You were gonna say that. I was
How you
waiting
not
for
play
you.
Kirk?
I can't believe
Yes,
it took this
sir.
long. What took so long, Steven?
Yeah, seriously.
For the whole game, I'm like, and look, I'm 50% joking, 50% serious. I'm like, come on, y'all. I
kept waiting
y'all
for it.
dress the man. Come on, let him play. Let the man play. Let the boys play. I was so like, come on. All right, let's do final thoughts of the day. First of all, I want to say this has been a great panel today. I really appreciate everybody coming on. I hope everybody got an opportunity to let out what they want to let out. And I appreciate y'all that even though there was no swear jar in effect today, y'all still donated to the channel. Big shout out to you, Cameron. B, and y'all really didn't swear that much. So I appreciate
That's right.
that. So during y'all's final share, if y'all want to go crazy, I mean, there is a lot of credit according to Cameron today. So I think Cameron feels some type of way that he donated and it wasn't even in effect today.
That's right.
I'll put it on the account for tomorrow, maybe.
All right.
Let's start with I'm gonna let Cap for Life go last, just so everybody knows. So with that being said, I'm gonna let the ladies go first. Pamela, I'm gonna let you go first.
Well, I appreciate that. And I just have to say that all the people here today who kept their words in check, I'm so proud of y'all. I am so proud of y'all. No swear jar, and you were still really good. So then I'm going to say, what the hell was that? But I don't think I can let out how I really feel, because I'm afraid if I let that out, I'll never get it back in. But I feel like the biggest problem we have is there is no continuity with this team. There is the coaches aren't with the players aren't with the coaches, and I think that's actually an easy fix. I really do. But these coaches that are calling these plays, whether it's offensive or defensive side, I don't know what y'all are thinking. I don't know if you've hit your head or what's going on, but the whole world, all of us can sit here and see the problems. Why can't you? We have the talent. Take advantage of what we have and use it properly. We shouldn't have lost more than one game this season. Not more than one. We should have won the rest of our games so far. You better get it turned around. And as always, Dolphin fan for life. Love you guys. You Dolphin fans and our family are the best part of being a Dolphin fan.
There's no doubt about that. You
Thank
hit
you,
the
Pam.
dog.
Bye, Pam.
Bye, sweetie. Bye, y'all.
All right, Jolie. The floor is yours, Jolie.
Hey guys, thank you again for another great edition of Therapy Session with Stephen D and all of us.
Well, I'm gonna let Jolie start doing my intros and outros because she got it down.
No, but in all seriousness, I think what's disappointing is maybe we saw a little bit of fool's gold. Maybe we're putting too much on the team right now, if we're being honest. We should have, if we would have done the 10-6 this year versus last year, I think we would have all been okay with it. But I guess because we just got so excited, it was like, maybe could this possibly be? And I think that maybe we do need to take a step back and really realize where we are. We're still in the rebuilding stage. And I still think we could salvage this. I still want to give Flo and Greer this whole year and all of next year too. Show me what can you do really with a full rebuild, because at the end of the day, what else do we have left if we're gonna continue doing this? But with this last game, it hurt a little bit more because giving two winningless teams, their first win in the same year, it hurts more than anything else. So right now, I'm hoping that we don't go against anyone else that hasn't won this year, because I'm not trying to do it a third time. But at the end of the day, we just have to keep our heads up and really, Flo needs to take care of this team, and he needs to rein it in, because right now it's showing like it could get out of control even worse. So that's it. That was my last points here. Thank you so much, guys, for having me. Really do appreciate it. And this is Jolie signing off. Bye, guys.
All right, Jolie, be good. I love
Dramatica.
Jolie. She's great. All right, let's go with take yourself off, Luis.
All right, first off, man, I'm an 80s baby, so I've been with this team through thick and thin, and I'm going to continue because this is just my squad. I was born into it. So with that being said, man, I'm going to ride with this team. I'm going to ride with Tua because at the end of the day, that's just our best option right now. And I do believe in the kid. I think he can make all the throws. I think he can be a franchise guy, like personality-wise. Like, I'm here in the city. We all love Tua, man. We behind Tua. But I don't know if it was the injury. I just don't know if it's the confidence that the organization has maybe shown in him, not giving him, kind of like the support he might need. My big thing, I would like to see this team at full strength. We still haven't seen DP, William Fuller on the field with Jalen in the slot. And I just want to see us put a complete game on the field, man. It's disappointing, and maybe like Joe said, maybe we over-evaluated some of the positions that we had. So maybe I'm not saying I know I've probably been killing kind of Flo today. I believe in Flo. I believe in this team. I just think that it's camaraderie, and like I said, it's the desperate. I seen desperate yesterday, and that's what I don't like. That's what I was more disappointed in with Flo yesterday. That you can't lose, and especially like I said, it's a dogfight. You can't lose 2 timeouts within 45 seconds. Knowing you're gonna need those timeouts. It's decision making, it's personnel, it's everything at this point. I just want to see us come together. I really don't like the 3 offensive coordinators. It's just too many voices. But I love what you guys are doing, man. Steven, you representing the state of Florida, man, and with this, like I said, I'm in the city, man. I'm in the hood. We out here every day. We talk about your show. We love y'all, man. We love everybody on the panel. Kat, I wasn't trying to go at you. We fam. Cam, I agree with everything you said. We fam. And, man, I support this channel, man. I love, Steven, what you're doing. And
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot.
Dude, fans up, man. Miami supporting y'all. Y'all, everybody on the panel had great takes tonight. And what we just got to do is keep moving forward with this squad, man. If you're a Dolphin fan, we're going to ride. That's what it is.
Amen.
I'm out, man. Love y'all.
Love you too,
Easy.
Luis. Appreciate it, man.
Preach it,
Boy,
Luis.
I don't know how y'all gonna follow up those words, because boy, that
was
made me
beautiful.
feel. That was beautiful. That was beautiful right there. All right, I'm gonna let Andrevius go. Go ahead, Andrevius. Take yourself off mute.
What's up, fellas? It's the number one tour near here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just coming to give y'all some words of tour guidance. You know what I'm saying? All jokes aside, if you don't think Tua showed you anything yesterday, drugs are bad. Okay, drugs are bad.
So is
Anyways,
coffee. So is coffee, Andrevius.
so is coffee. So I think it was bad. It was coaching, but I don't think the season's over. I think we can bounce back and show. I don't think we're going to the playoffs, but I think we can show we're a better team than 1-5. I don't think it's over. I think we'll bounce back. I think we'll string together some wins. I think Tua's going to show y'all he got the goods, kind of like he did yesterday, even though y'all don't want to admit it. Yeah, there's that. And I just want to say I've been fully embraced this Tua near thing because I took a heel turn. And I think it's the corniest thing in the world that y'all made this term for people who support our quarterback. You're corny, but I'm going to embrace your corny. Tua nears up. Let's go, baby.
I love you,
Yeah.
Andrevius. Shout out to Andrevius. Andrevius. Shout out to Andrevius. When we did our first live show, he straight up showed up. So just so y'all know, Andrevius has been supporting the channel from the get. So big shout out to him. All right, Estefan. Take yourself off mute. Take yourself off mute, Estefan.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep. Final words of the day, brother.
Yeah, man. Man, bro, all I can say is if you just go back to some of your first shows, bro, how right I was. Hey, I just gotta say it. Was I not the first one that was saying if they weren't successful with what they? I'm sorry. Hold on, real quick. I dropped my headset.
That's the thing. This is the final thoughts of the day. Let's go.
You said, I remember. I don't remember who was on the panel, but I brought up the fact that if we were in this situation, that Flores potentially would be on the hot seat. And you're like, no, he can't be on the hot seat this year. So I'm going with the panel, bro. That you would not listen. You don't listen to half the shit that I say. It goes in one ear right out the other. I just got to say, I can't. I really, there's nothing for me to say, bro. I've already mentioned everything in previous shows, bro, like way back before the season started.
Right, that's the fin.
But a lot of this shit.
You were right, and I'm wrong.
Look, at this point, I would just rather something happen off the field. Like I was trying to say earlier, Tua, with the hope that I got of Tua was now he's improved his trade value. I still want to go get Deshaun. Make sure you hang on to Gesicki and Gaskins because those are cornerstone players right there. You can do something with those guys. You can still upgrade the running back position and get you a hard-nosed running back. But no, bro, go get Deshaun. You know what I mean? That's all I got to say. As far as you want to fire the coach, fire him. I don't give a damn. Give me Deshaun. At least start there. Get him on the team. Because if you miss out on that train, the future is going to be real shitty, bro. That's all I got to say, man. So, you know, that ain't a diss on Tua. That ain't a diss on Tua. I don't think he's that guy. So
that's the fin. I love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
I love you. All right, bye.
I'm out.
All right, I said Cap for Life was going to go last. So Cameron.
Yo, hold on a second here. Let me get this stuff off my screen. Trying to do work here, multitasking. All right. Esther.
My man.
He's wrong, man. Cap for Life. Man, take a deep breath, brother. It's just 6 games into the season, man, and we still are developing a quarterback that's supposed to be our franchise quarterback. Some may say the jury is out. Who knows? But that's the plan for the year. Nothing more, nothing less, right? Yesterday's gone out of my sight. Focusing on next weekend. We have to protect home field advantage. We got to play better in all facets of the game to get a dub, and that's it. Just make the improvements this week. Keep grooming Tua. Get him his weapons. I mean, Parker was out. Preston Williams is out. Fuller's been out. You know, I think Lewis said, you know, I can't wait to see this team at full strength with Tua and all his weapons, and that's a good point. And yes, yesterday he still did enough to win the game. So I'm not down on Tua at all. I'm down on the coaching staff a little bit for getting out coached by Urban Meyer. It's more embarrassing than anything, right? But that's, you know, that was yesterday's game. Let's focus on the Falcons. Have a great week. It's
promote East 32. What do you got? Because That's the real party this weekend. It's the tailgate.
Hey, man, come on down to East 32. Stop by tailgreeter.com or the app. Download the app, Tailgreeter, and then you can hit me up. Search East 32 Dolphins Tailgate on there. This weekend's menu is champagne and fried chicken, brothers. We're Atlanta Falcons are in town. We're doing the thing with fried
Use
chicken
the promo
and champagne.
code Miami Sports.
That's right. Use that
That
promo
sound like a
code.
good time.
And listen, everybody have a great week. I'll speak to you on Friday. I'll be on the full show, bro. Y'all have a great week.
Love you, Cameron.
Be safe, Cam.
Take care, Esther. Or Cap.
Oh, that's
man.
Cap.
Yeah, take care, Cap.
All right. And then there were two. Cap, the floor is yours.
My brother, man, you had a hell of a show today, man. Being the circumstances dealt to us right now, everybody kept their cool, their composure. And that's a credit to you, man. That's a credit to everything you're doing, man. So I always reach. I pray for nothing but success for you, man. And with that being said, yeah, everybody's gonna have their say. I get that. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, the defense, even though we dogged them, they did enough to win that game. As much as the O-line was criticized, they played enough. Those kindergartners played enough to win that game. The coaching staff, whatever conflict you got going on with Tua's trainer, man, whatever's going on behind the closed doors, resolve it, man, because it's not helping out whatsoever. You think it's not, but it is. It's making an issue right now to the point where that's fine. We were in this game, but the fact remains we still lost to a rookie coach and a rookie quarterback, and to me that doesn't sit well in my stomach. Now I hope I'm wrong. Don't trust me. I hope I'm wrong, but at the end of the day, it's about this, man. If we're ready to criticize everybody in the coaching staff on this team, nobody's untouchable on this situation right now. I don't care, man. I need to see production from our quarterback. I need more leadership. All right. All this stuff about production here, and I think he'll get better. Bro, I'm the first one to admit it because I've been there and I've seen it. I'm from the city too. I've seen it firsthand. Whatever's going on with the coaching staff, fix it, because right now it's affecting your quarterback's psyche. And that's the fact of the matter, man. I need to see Tua be Tua. I need to see Tua time. I hear the song and I love the song, but I need to have some type of weight, some type of substance to that song, because right now, the less than 21 points a game ain't gonna cut it, man. I'm sorry. As much as this team is being dogged right now and the coaching staff is being dogged, everybody should be dogged.
Cap, I love you, brother.
I love you too, man. Be good, man. Y'all be safe, man.
Keep your head up. Keep your head up.
Always.
All right, man. All right, look, guys, ladies, gentlemen, this has been an amazing show today. I do want to address one thing. So, word of mouth says, where did he just say this? Because it is, word of mouth is hurt. He's hurt. I get it. He's hurt. He said, what is the point to continue to support a team that embarrass you every year? You know what, word of mouth? I got something to say. Because that is, you know why I continue to support this team? You know why I'm a Dolph fan with attitude? Do you know why I'm a Dolph fan? Because the fans, man. The fans. Because of Cam. Because of East 32 Dolphins tailgate. Because of Solo D. Because of Miami Dolphin music. Because of Pamela. Because of Joe Lee. Because of Duke Tomlinson rooting for a team in a country that doesn't even, like, that's not even what football is in Australia. Because of people like Fins Nation UK, Wayne Collard, raising over 7,000 pounds. That's $10,000 he raised. Shout out to Wayne Collard for raising, like, here, London, look at what the fans did. Look at me. Look at me. Are you looking at me? I hope you're looking at me. The fans raised over $10,000 for charity yesterday. Who lost yesterday? The Dolphins? Okay. I'm sick of losing. Don't get it twisted. But the fans raised over 10 grand in charity yesterday. How big is that? That's just fans coming together wanting to be with other fans, people that they love, people that they want to do. Do the fans deserve a better team and product on the field? Of course they do. But I support this team because the fans are the best thing in the world. The fans are the way that you get through every day. That's why I have Therapy Monday. I'd rather have Victory Monday, but that's why I have Therapy Monday, is to allow fans to have an opportunity to have the platform to be able to come together. Because guess what? At the end of the day, here's something. I'm going to be real with you. I was hurt yesterday. I've not been this hurt about the Dolphins in a long time. My wife can tell you. So I took a nap yesterday after the game. By the way, shout out to naps. Naps are awesome. So I took a nap yesterday, and I got up, and I ended up going to the movies with my family, and we went to go see Addams Family 2. I have a 5-year-old and 7-year-old. And we had the best time in the world. Like, it was hands down just like everything that happened earlier in the day with the Dolphins did not matter. It did not matter. And that's the real, man. You know what's real? People are real. Fans are real. The Dolphins lose, I'm used to it. I'm almost numb to it. But that ain't gonna change my love for the team. The Miami Dolphins gave me something nobody else ever gave me. Friendship. Fandom. Like I would never have the opportunity to meet Cameron from East 32, Cameron Scott. I would never have an opportunity to meet him if it wasn't for the Miami Dolphins. I thank the Miami Dolphins every day because of the relationships I've gotten to have through this platform, through this show, through this team. Andrevius. I love you, Andrevius. I love Cap for Life. I love Pete. I love all you guys and ladies. Pamela, Jolie, Dolph Freaky, Finsanity. Come on. This is the best. We are the best fans in the world. We are the best fans in the world. And I'm telling y'all, that's how it's always going to be. So, look, I support the team because of the fans. And they do embarrass us on the field, but I think what we do off the field is amazing. The money we raise for charity, the friendships and that we get to develop that become. I mean, I know I'm closer with Cam than I am my own family, and that's real. That's real. All right. So look, I love y'all. Y'all are the best fans in the world. Tomorrow, we are going to have a great show. So I want to remind y'all to show up tomorrow. What do we have on the docket for tomorrow? Well, tomorrow, as we do each and every Tuesday, we're going to have my man Daniel Oyefusi from the Miami Herald come on tomorrow. So make sure y'all check that out. Okay. Make sure y'all come and check out Daniel. It's going to be a great show tomorrow. He's going to come on. We're going to talk. He's going to talk about his trip. We're going to talk about a lot of different things, but I do want to say that y'all are the best fans in the world. We will be back here tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., like we do every weekday. That's not going to change, okay? Y'all are the best fans. And shout out to Anthony. Clock Blockers is the best thing to happen to me this season. Steven goated. I appreciate that. I making me blush. Don't make me cry, all right? All right, y'all the best. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 8 a.m. Fins up.